Hello everybody, this is Green, and today is Saturday, Sunday morning, January the 16th right now. It's my solar system. Right now running on solar on Saturday night, Sunday morning. Here's the time right now, as you can see, in the temperature in the garage because it's cold outside and been a breezy all day. Winds getting up to 50, 60 miles an hour at times. And notice I got these new meters on my set right now, as you can see. Especially this one, just put this one on after I put this copper bar on because I need to put this current transformer on one line, you see. So I got this copper bar across, comes from each side of the switches from the each set of the batteries. Like this switch for the batteries under the workbench, and this battery switch for the 16 in the battery box, as you can see. It's the copper bar. It should handle up to 300 amps, you know, going through it from each side, though, you know. And then going up this cable through this current transformer is registered by this meter right here. There's this 36.6 amps is being used from the batteries, and here's the battery right now. It's at 24.9 volts, and the watts, 900 watts, and the kilowatt hours, you know. Right now it's 844 amp hours left in the battery, as you can see right there, and the indicator, that's how much is left. 24.9, same as this one. This is the inverter's power meter right here. This is how much the inverter is using off the batteries to run it, you know. But similar to this one here. You can see right now, my inverter just sped up some because the refrigerator just came on. Alright. I have it on for the night. Now I'm gonna run it most of the day Sunday if possible, you know. Because the wind outside, and right now I got my wind turbine on, and been on my wind turbine all day Saturday yesterday, and it kept my batteries charged up, both sets up. It's the meter for the wind turbine, and sooner or later it's gonna spin up, and you're gonna see the amperage right there go up to about 2-3 amps or so. Cause the wind out there at night at this time is gusting a little above 20 miles an hour at times, you know. Because that low we got hovering over North Texas or Oklahoma is running great though. I got on my rectifier. I had on this one though. This one still works fine, but I got my rectifier now. It kept my batteries charged up. I just turned this on, you know, so I'm gonna run it all day tomorrow and stuff. Because Monday they're supposed to turn off the power again because they're working on some poles in the neighborhood. They're changing out some poles in the neighborhood, and it's gonna require them. Well, they got the poles set, but it's gonna require them to turn off the power from 8 a.m. to about 4 or 5 p.m. to get everything complete in the neighborhood, you know. So they working on the system pretty well though, and I hope it holds up for future storms and SHTF situations, you know. We're always ready. When the lights go out, we still be lit while the rest of the neighborhood be in the dark. Right now this is what's going through in the house. 115 volts on one leg, 5.75 amps on one leg and the other leg's 115 volts. The 2.11 amps going through the house on L2. You know, we got the central heating on. And this is what the furnace up in the attic is drawn to run. You know. There's my transfer switch. It's switched off from the mains and on with the inverter. As you can see right there. You know, I'm still getting power from the pole as indicated by these lights right here. And this is my breakers for the input and the output for the inverter. Right now I got the outputs on right there. They're coming from the inverter through the plug and through the switch and all the way out these outlets and to the transfer switch, and it goes all the way to the breaker box in the backyard and back over to run the house. You know, it's my nice switches down in 2 position, and right now my meters are kind of beefing up a little bit because the wind is blowing back there, as you can see, keeping the power in the batteries, as you can see. All right, it's still doing it right now. They're fluctuating. The power gonna, as long as the wind turbine keep turning back there, the power gonna stay at 24.8 volts or so. You know, as I feel this copper bar, it's still cold to the touch. It's still cold. It's handling the power it's designed for, as you can see. I designed this myself. So it's working pretty well though, everybody. Just feel around my switches and breakers. This is really my bypass breaker, but this is the one that be holding. And this is my other breaker, my main breaker though. Yeah, they both are 300 amp breakers, but this one trips first, and this will trip when it get exactly 300 amps though. About 30 seconds or a minute, it's switched back on automatically. That's if I hurry up and turn off most of the loads that's causing to do that though, you know, because it's powering the refrigerator, at deep freezer, and this fridge in the kitchen though. And notice I got my solar is on, sun sitting around, one right here by the stove, one right here by the sink, one right here if you can see that on the thermostat. And got it on heat, and this is the temperature I have it on, 72 degrees, always at 6 o'clock until, you know, I changed it. Oh, and here's my home monitor, as you can see. I'm gonna turn it on and show you the status. 24.6 volts. 22% being used and all that. 231 volts going throughout the house, and the status is A-OK. It should go on all night, as you can see. I also have my lithiums right here, as you can see. My 100 amp hour, 120s, and 280s right here. If push comes to shove, I'm gonna hook these babies up, you know. It's got the leads right here, the negative and positive, just hook them up. The positive lead right here, right there, on this. And the negative lead on this right here, as you can see. And sooner or later I'm gonna put this bad boy right here. This is the big boy right here. It's my BMS 8S24 volt 200 amp BMS from Dallas. This booger's heavy and bulky too, so I'm about to find a way to install it. And sooner or later I'm gonna get probably a couple more sets of these 280s if possible. As you can see, my Meters are peaking right now, keeping them batteries charged as the inverter is running in my house and stuff. And about 7 amps going one leg right now, and 2.78 amps go on the other leg. Get out the house because the central heating furnace is on, as you can see. I'm gonna keep it running all night. I feel this ball right here. It's a little tad warm though, as you can see, especially on this side. This is the big bank side right here. It's indicated by here. This is from the batteries underneath my workbench. She's working pretty well. What's been used off the batteries, you can see. That's so great right here. 24.7 volts. As long as the wind turbine keeps turning, it's supposed to stay like that all night. This is what the inverter is using right now. 52.52 amps is going through the inverter right now. It's the amp hours, as you can see. This wind turbine, 1.3 amps is being produced by the wind turbine. Look at that. Look at that. See, it's working. Where's a peak? Yeah, and another thing I found out, my inverter can run this drive right here also if it's put on low, but it still uses a lot of power to run, you know, off the batteries. Set to low heating only. That's great. But I'm gonna show you the video of it actually doing that pretty soon. And also during the daytime on Sunday, I'm turning on my solar panels on my Fleximax 80 and use that during the daytime Sunday. You know, it's still gonna be gusty and windy, but we'll see. Tomorrow's gonna be probably the same thing. We're gonna be running off grid most of the day Sunday, and maybe until we're ready to switch back over, and then charge it back up and get ready for Monday when they turn off the lights to finish setting up the poles in the neighborhood. All right, so thanks everybody for watching, and may the solar be with you. Sayonara.